you guys, this is my first video that I am doing, and I am doing it on the Almond Cow that I purchased, right? So this is what the entire model actually looks like. So if we look at it, this is what it looks like. Yes. So in the box this came. I also got a clear cup, which actually has measurements on it as well, 500, 600, and 700 mLs, along with a jar to store my milk with. So I am now going to actually make, for the very first time you guys get to witness this, make my own nut milk. And for this milk, I am going to do some oat milk. So I am using some old-fashioned red mill whole rolled oats. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use water, of course. And then I couldn't find any, or better yet, I didn't venture out into town to get some dates. So what I did get at the store was some California whole pitted dates. Hopefully these are not too bad. I read the actual ingredients. Only dates are in there. They are non-GMO. So that's a plus, right? So that will be in my milk as well. I have some Himalaya pink salt that I've already set to the side. I'm just going to take a pinch of that and put in, right? So I'm so excited. And what led me to this? So approximately 100 plus days ago, I decided to go vegan. But years ago, went off of dairy, right? So no dairy milk. It's been, originally it was soy milk, then moved to almond milk, and then when I was in the States, moved to oat milk. Well, now I'm no longer living in the States and I'm overseas. And it's very hard to find oat milk. And when it is in stock, it is a very limited stock, right? And then I become a hoarder, and it's like I'm buying 3, 4 things of milk, and I don't need all that. So I was on YouTube one day and someone talks about an almond cow and was like, yeah, you can make your own milk, your own cheeses. So I was like, interesting. So what did I do? Bought my own handy dandy almond cow. So we're gonna see how great this is and how it works. And again, this is my first video, you guys, okay? So I've actually decided to create a YouTube channel, and you get to witness the very first one. So let's get started, okay? Now, I'm not a pro at this. I'm gonna have to move this camera around, and hopefully you get to see everything that I'm doing, okay? All right. I'm gonna move the camera. Hopefully you don't get dizzy in this process. Okay, great. So you can kind of see it right there, right? So I'm gonna take the almond cow apart, and there's a bottom piece to it, which is this right here. And if you turn it, oops, it comes apart, okay? I'm gonna sit this on the other side. My cabinet space is very limited where I live at, so I'm gonna move this to the back. And here, I am going to put my oats in. I've already opened the bag. I actually just bought these tonight to make my milk. So I'm excited about this. We'll see if it's going to be a success or a fail. But if it's a fail, I have plenty of oats and I can always try again, right? All right. And I am going to measure it to the 1 line. So on here, not real sure if you can see, but there's a half line and then there's a 1 line. I'm going to measure it to the 1 line. Oh, with this cup here, this gets to sit in there and it helps to hold it up, right? So I placed it in there. There we go. I've dropped a couple of dates on the floor. My little roommate, his name is Onyx, will probably try to sneak up in here when I'm not looking and pick them up. So hopefully I remember to pick up those 2 oats off the ground beforehand. Because he acts like a 2-year-old, you know? You turn your head and then he sneaks off knowing good and well he's not supposed to be nowhere near your kitchen. right, so now that's at the 1 mark, right? Then I am going to take my Himalayan pink salt, and I'm going to do a pinch of salt. I've seen people do that. So I really don't know what a pinch means, but hopefully that's a pinch. All right, then I'm going to open up my dates, and I'm only going to do 1. So I should have opened this ahead of time because now I'm struggling to open it. Let me get some scissors. Be right back. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I am back with the scissors. Okay. So now it's open. I'm going to take 1 date. I'm only going to use 1. And they say you can use it as a sweetener, right? So I've lived in the Middle East before as well, so I like dates, and I really want to find some that I had when I was out there. And I'm going to actually break the dates up. Oh, I'm going to try anyway. That was a fail. Did not break it up too well. Okay, so I broke it up, and I put it in there. Now my hand's kind of sticky, but that's okay. All right, then water. Oh, almost forgot. It is time for me to now fill up the part with water, right? So I know you really can't see in there, but this is the inside of it. And there's a max line and a min line. I'm going to take it to the minimum line because I really don't want to make that much this time around because I want to see how it tastes and how it turns out. Okay, so now I'm going to fill my container with water. And I'm actually going to use bottled water to go inside. And I will turn the camera around the other way so that you can see this process too. So my first time, and I don't know actually how many bottles I need, but looks like I need 3. So guess what? I have 2 more. Oh, wow. Okay. So actually, not a full 3 bottles. I'm going to need like just a little bit of this one here. So that was 2 bottles. So 1 bottle is 500. So that was 1,000 ml. So I would say this one is probably about, I probably used up to about there. So maybe not quite half the bottle because half would have put me here. So maybe about additional 400 mLs. So about 1,400 mLs at the min line. All right. Then I'm going to take the top of my Almond Cow, which I have right here, and I am going to place it inside of the bottom. And it is locked. So there's a section on here that says lock. So you turn it that way to lock, and then you turn it the opposite way to unlock. And I am going to place it inside of here. Okay, so now that it's placed and it's in there, I'm going to move the glass jar now, right? Okay, so now that it's placed in there, I am going to plug it up. Oh, look at this. Okay, it is now plugged up and it's closed, and it's properly closed because you can see that that green light came on, right? And according to the instructions, at this point now, all I have to do is press the cow. You see the cow? I'm gonna press it. It's working. light is flashing while it's working. And I believe it will do, oh, there it is. Time number 3. Okay, so now it is finished. There should be milk inside of my Almond Cow. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these oats off the ground real quick. Because what ended up happening, I ended up stepping on them, and instead of having 2 oats, ended up with some crumbled oats on the ground. All right, so now I will bring my jar back. I will take the lid off. So it's a wooden lid, but it has the plastic on it to help it close. At least that's what I believe, right? All right, so now I will unplug it just to make it easier to work with. And also this container here, once I pull it out, I can actually sit it in there to drain, right? Okay, so here we go. You get to see it live and in action. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and sit it in here. Well, lean it over a little bit because there's some milk coming up out of there, right? Sit it there. You see how it keeps it? Oh my goodness, this comes in handy. This was really, really smart of them to do. And now, I have milk. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn the camera around this way again so that you can see. And here's the jar. I'm gonna pour my milk up in there. Oh, I think I had a failure this time around. Oh no. So clearly, when I created my milk this time, I did not screw the lid on tight. Do you want to know why? Look what happened. So in there, all my oats came out. The oats should not be in there. The oats should be in my handy little dandy collector cup. Man. All right, so I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to try to move it back over and try again, maybe. We'll see. All right, until later. Bye-bye.